of the works of the Romantic era focused on the conflict between man and nature, society, and the supernatural. The era also gave way to the decline of the male dancer, while the ballerina took center stage. Furthermore, the development of pointe work profoundly affected people's perception of the ballerina. Many lithographs of the period show her virtually floating, poised only on the tip of a toe. The invention of gaslighting enabled gradual changes and enhanced the mysteriousness of many ballets. Listen, softer. Illusion became more diverse, with wires of trapdoors being widely used. La Sulfide, La Fille du Danube, Giselle, La Esmeralda, and La Aquilon are some of the many popular ballets from the Romantic era.
So we're just going to show you, we have one girl in pointe shoes, and the other girls are still in their flat shoes. We just wanted to show you what we do at a beginning pointe class, just how we warm up, how we start using their shoes from the very beginning. So we're just going to show you a couple exercises. We do stand back at the bar, so they have that support. Very rarely do we move into the center with their pointe shoes on. All right, so ladies, we're just going to show our parallel prances. Kind of one of the hardest parts about using your pointe shoes is you now have a third level to your foot. So before, you can see my flat shoes, I have either flat or my half point. In her pointe shoes, she's got a half point, but then she also has her third level, which is her full point. So we have to learn how to use all three levels now instead of just two. So you can see, you'll see she actually goes up to that level while we're still working in our half point, but we're thinking of ourselves as being very tall and going to that next level. Okay? Are we ready to just parallel? Good. We make sure that on their releve they can stand with a very, very tall, straight leg. So they're not like this. Because when you have 2 inches on to the bottom of your foot and you have bent knees, you're not going to be supportive. You probably would fall down, which we wouldn't want her to do. So we have to make sure when they releve, everything's nice and lined up under their hip and it's very long. So we'll do half and then full. Or let's spring up, I'm sorry. Spring up, half, down, okay? And a lot of it's just being able to find that control in their legs too. And these are all the famous steps you see the ballerinas do. But our échappés, we're still working In our level of point work, there's a level that you do with 2 feet to 2 feet is the easiest level. So these ladies usually will always have 2 feet on the floor. Usually, we'll never be doing this at this level, but we just stay at the easiest level. So our échappés are 2 feet to 2 feet. Do you remember our combination? I think I do. We had 3 échappés closing front. Then we went to plie, and then we closed into the back for the susu. Do you remember that one? Okay. It's the same thing. We make sure everything's lined up and very tall. Can we all fit? There. Right leg in front. Plie and up. Okay. Roll down. Susu. For these ladies. And we had fun with this, right? We were kind of laughing. Weren't we? Yep. We were learning how to do our bourrées, which is the floating step, okay? That looks like you're floating across the stage when you do it. It's really not as hard as it looks, but it's breaking it down that kind of makes it funny. So, should we just do it with music? We'll just break it down with music and now you explain what we're doing. Okay. So let's put our right leg in front. First, we have to start off with marches. Susu. March, 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 march. Make sure you cross your legs. Now we double time that. Good. Now we double time that. Because when you're going across the stage, you don't want to hear this noise. So we really have to practice being quiet, but they did that very well. Good job, ladies. Very nice work, intermediate girls.
George Valentine is often referred to as the foremost contemporary choreographer in the world of ballet. His style has been described as neoclassic, breaking away from the traditional ballet of his youth. Others say he was the chief architect of classical ballet in the United States. He was born in St. Petersburg, Russia. He started dancing when he was 9 years old in Korea and choreographed his first dance while in his teens. He graduated from the Imperial Ballet with honors in 1921. He defected to France a few years later, where he joined Ballet Russe as a choreographer. He came to America in 1933 and immediately began the School of American Ballet. He choreographed musical theater and was a big fan of Fred Astaire. In 1935, Valentine founded the American Ballet, and they toured North and South America. It didn't do very well, and so he formed a ballet society, which became the New York City Ballet in 1948. He choreographed 2 numbers for the Ziegfeld Follies in 1936, and also for On Your Toes by Rodgers and Hart. Other dances include Sylvia Pottidoux, Swan Lake's Queer Dance, A Midsummer Night's Dream, the Stravinsky Festival, Coppelia, and the Steadfast Tin Soldier. He also staged the Nutcracker, which is still performed every year by the New York City Ballet during Christmas season. In 1978, he received the Kennedy Center Honors Award, which was the first year the awards were given. He died in 1983 when he was 79 years old, but his style and choreography is still popular today.